What's up guys, Blake here from GuideToVaping.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Nebox starter kit from Kanger. So if you aren't familiar with the Nebox or any other all-in-one devices, let me explain. An all-in-one device is where the tank is actually built into the mod. So that basically means the only thing that should be above your device is a drip tip. Now, I've been highly interested in other devices in the past that tried to do the whole all-in-one design. And for those of you who are interested like me or actually jumped the gun, then you'll know that the e-grip was available and the billet box and a couple more. However, those didn't offer the features that I wanted, like higher wattages and temperature control. But not too long ago, Kanger announced the Nebox, which was supposed to have 60 watts and temperature control. And on top of that, it has a 10 mil built-in tank. So as soon as these were available on directvapor.com, I quickly let them know how interested I was in doing the review, so they sent me one over. Now, what they sent over was the Blue Edition Nebox. And I must say, with this Blue Edition Nebox, all the hype that I had built up for this device, I definitely wasn't let down. Now, this is the one that Direct Vapor sent me for a review. And I must say, I love this device. I've taken it with me everywhere. And one thing that I really love about this device, it's not really the temperature control that really catches my eye. It's the actual built-in 10 mil tank. I'm talking about 10 mils, guys. Now, I know it uses a single 18650 battery, but I did get me some Emran 3000 mAh batteries. So not only am I getting a longer battery life with that single 18650, but I'm also getting 10 mils of e-liquid I can go through without having to refill my tank. There's a lot of devices that I review that I absolutely love, and I would like to continue using them, but I keep getting new devices and they're basically left on the shelf. However, the Nebox is one that I continue to use. I just can't say into words how much I enjoy using this device. But I can tell you one thing. It's been about 2 weeks, like I said, and I've already purchased another Nebox. Like I said, I like the Nebox so much that I even got myself a red one. So now let me just dive in a little bit closer and show you guys more on this Nebox. Alright guys, so what you are looking at here is the packaging for the Nebox starter kit. As you can see here, it says Nebox at the top, and then it also states that it's the Blue Edition. Now, as you can see, there is a plastic casing over this box. So let's pull off that plastic casing. And then we have the box itself. The first thing you'll see is the Nebox in the front, and you can see that it's blue. To the side, it says Nebox Starter Kit. The opposite side says Nebox Starter Kit as well. And then on the back, it says Nebox Starter Kit again, and then what actually comes in this box. Now, I'm not sure if you can read what is on this right here, but I'm going to list what actually comes in the box. And what comes in this kit is the Nebox kit itself, the SSOCC 0.15 ohm sub-ohm coil, the SSOCC 0.5 ohm coil, an RBA coil, an RBA Mini Plus base, an RBA deck accessory, Japanese cotton sheet, authenticity code, SSOCC caution card, a user manual, and a micro USB charging cable. Alright, so let's open up this box. The first thing you'll see is the Nebox mod itself. Now we can pull up this foam piece. The next thing you'll see is the user manual, the authenticity card, the filling guide. This sticker goes on your battery. Let me just show you. I'll show you that in a minute for these stickers. And then you have the micro USB charging cable. You got some cotton here, a screwdriver, a little bit of extra accessories. And then you have your coil here. A drip tip should go here. And then you have the RBA base. Now, here's the mod. And since I like the red color the most, let me see if I can get this out. Since I like the red color the most, I'm going to switch this over to my red Nebox. Alright, so now that you see I've switched it over to the red colored Nebox, yeah, doesn't this red color just look great? Alright, so let me go ahead and say something about the drip tip. It actually comes with this drip tip right here. Let me take off the shorty drip tip I got. So this is what it will look like with the drip tip that it comes with. But I like this shorty drip tip that I happen to have, just to make things even smaller. So that's what it looks like with my shorty on it. Now, the first thing that I want to show you, you can see right here, you can see my battery through this little vent hole. It's actually a vent hole with the Kanger logo. So you can see the battery, and Kanger basically, knew that you'd be able to see the battery. That's why they did this like this. And since they did it like that, they wanted to keep all the colors matching. So that is why they offered these stickers that basically you can put on your battery so that when you're looking through here, you'll actually see this black sticker rather than, say, my yellow battery. The next thing I want to show you, at the top of this Kanger Nebox, you'll notice that this part is plastic. I'm thinking that it's a plastic material, and that's basically the only thing that I really don't like about this device. It's not really bothersome, it's just that if you're gonna make a device looking as good as it does, and everything on the bottom, like the bottom's metal, the body itself is metal, why not make the top metal too? And again, on the drip tip, not all of your drip tips are going to fit onto this device. I've had quite a few of my drip tips that I wanted to use on here. They actually won't fit on this device. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Now, going over the device, you do have the Kanger logo here. It says Kanger Tech right here. And on the back side, you can see that it says Nebox. And then at the bottom here, it says designed and manufactured by Kanger. Now on one side we have the 10 ml e-liquid tank, and you can see that it holds quite a bit of liquid. And on the opposite side we have the fire button here, the OLED screen, the plus and minus button, as well as the micro USB charging port. Now on the bottom of the Kanger Nebox, you'll basically be using something like a quarter to unscrew to get into your tank, or to unscrew to get into your battery compartment. So basically what you'll do is just stick your quarter in there or whatever you're using, and then just twist it. And the quarter fits in there basically perfect. Now this is where the airflow comes from for your coil. So keep in mind that when you're using this device, that you make sure you don't put your pinky or your finger over this hole right here, because that's where the airflow comes from. And I've also noticed with this connector piece right here that you screw in after placing your battery in the device, that it's kind of tricky to actually get this thing back on. What you'll need to do is, if you'll just get your thumb and screw it in first, then it works better like that. Then the rest of the way you can actually use the quarter. Alright, so now let's go a little bit close up and we'll look at the screen and the menu. Alright guys, now we are looking at the screen for the Nebox. Now the first thing you'll want to know is that you can click this button 5 times to turn the device off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then click it 5 times to get it back. Now with this Nebox, as you know, it has temperature control. So if you want to take advantage of that temperature control feature, then you can click the fire button down 3 times. Now you'll see that it says Ni200, it'll say titanium, and it'll say wattage mode. So if you want wattage mode, you'll click here and you're in wattage mode. Now if you want to use that temperature control coil, say it's an Ni200 coil, then you'll basically just click on Ni200 and there you are. And changing the temperature will be as simple as doing this. Alright, so one thing about this device is that it has a lot of memory modes that you can use. But this is one feature that I've found more aggravating than anything, so I haven't used it. However, if you're wanting to take advantage of these memory modes, you can hold down the plus and minus buttons at the same time. Once you hold them down, you can scroll through the memory modes and change them if you want. So basically, if you're, say, let's go to M3, you can change it to, or let's say M4. If you want to change it to, say, 500 degrees and, say, 45 watts, you can. And then you can, whenever you want to, you can just click that M4 setting. So it's basically like if you're using a certain coil, you don't want to have to change the settings every time. You can just click to the memory mode that works best with that certain coil, and then you're good to go. And basically that's pretty much it for this device. It doesn't have some elaborate menu. It doesn't have any kind of crazy controls. It's just you can use the titanium or nickel mode, or you can just turn the temperature control off and use wattage mode. It's a very simplistic device, but it does have the temperature control mode and it does have a very well wattage mode. Alright guys, so now that you've seen the Kanger Nebox starter kit, I want to show you how well this thing performs. Now, I'm not using any of the coils that came with this mod. Even though I like the coils that came with it, I prefer the old Kanger coils more. And to be honest with you, right now I'm actually running the G Clapton coils from Atom Vapes, which is a 0.3 ohm coil. So let's see how well she vapes. Alright guys, so now that you've seen how well this device looks, how well it performs, the features on this device, there's nothing left to be said. If you want to pick up this device, guys, you can go to directvapor.com. And as always, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, vape on.